Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reason Bakery Food Shop.
All right, so I work with a guy named Dale.
Yeah.
And Dale, he's lived the life. Went to Michigan State, a pretty good party school here in Michigan.
Yeah. All right.
And what he did is he recently went in for a medical procedure where they did like an MRI or something. And here he is in his late 30s, early 40s. He finds out that he doesn't have two kidneys. He finds out he has one giant kidney, and it's not in the back, it's in the front to the right of his stomach.
Is it horseshoe sized?
That I don't know. He just told
This
me
is a common thing. Like there's
is
like
it
10% of the 10% of the population has one horseshoe sized kidney. It's like they
kidney.
connect in the middle. Kidney. Sometimes
That's
they
how
call
Snoop
it
Dogg would
kidney.
say it. In Long Beach, that's how they say it. Kidney,
Thank
baby.
you, Mr. Dog.
So this is a thing? People have one kidney next to their stomach?
Yeah, this is what I remember from anatomy and physiology is that it's like 10% of the population has this thing where you have one kidney and it's like basically they're both joined in the middle, but it's functional.
Yes.
It works just as good as anything else.
Yeah, that's what his is. That's what his is. I found that so bizarre.
So what was the procedure for? What did he get the MRI for? He didn't.
That I don't know.
But
don't
he was
know
like,
what.
Look, man, I'm a freaking superhero. I have one giant kidney.
Yeah, and so he's kidney man.
Kidney man.
He fights low level crime, low level misdemeanors, and civil infractions.
Like he could
kidney.
easily have taken those shots from Dennis Rodman and processed it through that one kidney.
Like if Rodman went to give him like a kidney shot, like did that like a rabbit punch coming around from the side, boot, nothing.
Give him the left side.
If he took a gut shot, he might hit his kidney.
Yeah.
Now you started going off about your biology and anatomy stuff. Tell these
this
people.
Is a very good lead in.
Tell these people this story that has stuck with me for years. This was one of the first
I can't believe
Reese Roper stories I ever heard. This is one of the first Reese Roper stories I ever heard, and I love it. I love it. And so explain it. This is the
I
Edna
hadn't
story.
thought about this until you told me. You were like, you got to tell this story. And I was like, oh, yeah. I remember this.
So say it. Tell everybody what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so I started out in college as pre-med because my folks were like, he gets good grades. He likes science. He should be a doctor.
Right.
So they just pushed and pushed. So I started out pre-med. I went to the University of Northern Colorado.
Dark and stormy.
Dark and stormy is here. I went to the University of Northern Colorado, which is in Greeley, Colorado, home of the world's largest cattle feeding lot. And it's a good school. I don't know.
No big deal, right?
It smells like...
World's largest cattle feeding deal. No big deal.
No big deal. It smells like cow shit. Just don't pay attention to it. This is a good thing.
No
when you live there on Wednesdays, it smells different. It doesn't smell like cow crap. All of a sudden, you're like, what's that new smell? It's them burning the blood of the cow. Like they can't use it for anything. They have to burn it. They have so much blood from cows.
We have a place here in Royal Oak, in the city where I live in Michigan. There's a place that's a crematorium. And so it doesn't do people, but it does animals. So if your dog or anything like that, it will cremate them and, put the ashes in an urn and stuff like that for you. They do all their cremations on the weekends. And so it'll be 8 a.m. and all these businesses and it vents it out. Are you there?
Yes.
I lost you for a sec. Are you back?
I hear you.
Okay.
So every weekend,
so every weekend they like do this, like they, cremate the dogs and cats and stuff like that, and they vent it out, and so people call the police all the time in the fire department, like, hey, this building is on fire, but all it is venting out all this crap, and then the dust, like the ash from like the animals, falls on everything downwind. So the people like in the industrial park around there that like park and like go in and do their jobs, they come out and they have like ash all over their car. And it's from these like dead animals that are like burning in this crematorium. So we have that nonsense going on in our city. But go back to Edna, go back to where you were.
Yeah. So, well, I went to this school. I was one of 2 kids that were pre-med. The rest were nursing students. And in hindsight, I'm a nurse. I should have just stayed there. I should have just been like, hey, this is what I want to do. Plus, all of the other students are really hot girls. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. Anyway, so we had, as part of as part of your schooling, you have to take anatomy and physiology. And there is, when you go to medical school, they normally, like, people donate their body to science, or they donate yourself as a cadaver. So medical school students can go and learn, like, oh, this is what we were talking about, the medulla oblongata. This is what happens when you pull this tendon, or you cut this, or this is where this vein normally goes. This is what somebody with a horseshoe-shaped kidney looks like. And normally you do that, but like if you're pre-med or if you're a nursing student, they kind of lump you into a group. Like, this group is going to get a cadaver. And that's how it was when I was in nursing school. Like, you had to go in on a Saturday, and there was a chance that there was going to be a cadaver, and we would all look at it, and the instructor was going to help with the dissection. But it's just a thing. And I would say I want to do this with my body, because I feel like when I die, it's a good thing. Like, you're helping people learn to be better doctors and nurses and stuff. So you can donate your body. There's like a couple different organizations that do it. They'll donate your body, they'll prepare it and everything. And then at the end, they cremate you for free. So you don't even leave your family with that expense. Like, you're just like, they can take you to Disneyland and pour you all over It's a Small World or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Who wouldn't?
I think that's illegal. I think they made it illegal to spread people's ashes at Disneyland. Whatever.
Ish.
How are they going to catch you? Ish.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we didn't have that at the University of Northern Colorado. They had one cadaver, and this cadaver had been donated and dissected by the staff, but like by the professors, at least 5 years before. The rumor was 10 years before, but they talked about it the whole semester. We're going to get Edna. Everybody gets to see Edna. You're going to do this.
Oh.
And so we were both terrified, but also curious, because we were like, there's a cadaver. The college has a cadaver. They're going to pull it out. So finally, like at the end of your first semester of anatomy and physiology, they pull it out. They're like, you want to be here Thursday because it's happening. So we're all freshmen. We don't know what's going on. Freshmen or sophomores. I was a freshman. And this stupid class was at 7 a.m. The only good thing is that we had dorms, and it was about 300 yards from my dorm. And sometimes I would just be like, all I can do is just go in my pajamas. And I would just walk down there, and they'd be like, Mr. Roper, can you put more effort into it? And I'd say no, because no. Why did you make it at 7 a.m.? Who makes
Yeah,
a
no means
class
no.
at 7 a.m.? No.
Yep, exactly.
Why did you do this? So 7 a.m., go in. I think I was properly dressed this time. And we are all expecting this. We're all excited. I'm the only dude because it's all nurses and nurses should be women. I'm saying that as a nurse. You're gentler, you're kinder, you're better people than men. You should all be like we expect nurses to be better than us all. Should be women. So it's all nurses, it's all nursing school students, all ladies, and me. They wheel out this coffin. It wasn't a coffin, it was like this, like a gurney, but it was like enclosed in stainless steel. And it had like a bifold hatch on the top. And we're just like, number one, what the fuck? Like, this is creepy as shit. This is so creepy. We're going to see a dead lady. This is all of us, like, first time seeing a dead person. And what is this? So we're thinking, all right, cool. This just opens up. It's a table. And then we're going to see this dead lady. But the thing you're not ready for is the smell. It's not the smell of this lady that's been dead 5 to 10 years. It's the smell of formaldehyde, which nothing in your life prepares you for, because you're just like, it smells like, it's like ammonia and like just the worst chemical bath. And so it smells everywhere and horrible. Like, you're just like, formaldehyde, this is nasty. So nobody's talking. Everybody's still sleepy, but also terrified. And the dude who is the lab, like the TA for the lab, starts cranking
He's
this.
a hunchback. Is he a hunchback?
Yeah. Yes.
He's wearing like a potato sack with like green tights. Hunchback.
Yeah. And you're like, you hear a wolf in the distance and you're like, werewolf? And he's like, there, wolf. He's that guy. So he starts cranking the crank. He's cranking it. And you're like, this is not what I want. This is not what I want at 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. And the flaps, the little folds on the top.
You're like, I just wanted a McMuffin.
Opening. And you're like, cool, this is going to be a table. And we're going to see a dead lady. And it's going to look like in the textbooks. And it's going to be like, oh, this is where the heart is. This is where this is. But it just opens the hatch. And so it just opens up the hatches, basically. And what is in the hatches, it looks like coffee. It's just this super dark brown water.
Oh.
And you're just like, this is not going how I want it to. I don't want to see this. I don't want this right now at 7:30 in the morning. And homeboy just keeps cranking. Like it just goes for forever. Like 5 minutes of just cranking this thing. And slowly.
Is he like laughing maniacally?
Oh, man. He was not excited about it either.
He's just laughing maniacally, and he's like, whatever your professor's name is, he's like, this is what Mr. Johnson wants. This is what Professor Johnson wants. He's getting all excited. He starts clapping when the body surfaces out of the coffee.
It is like the worst thing you could ever see at 7:30 in the morning, because like slowly just like nose and lips come through the blood, like this brown water, and just this body of this 10-year-old dead lady comes up. Apparently she was 96 when she died. So at this point she's like 106 at least, or 102, coming up out of the water. Not water, this nasty formaldehyde that has just whatever other fluids in it that made it brown.
Formaldehyde coffee.
Comes up.
Formaldehyde coffee.
Yeah, coffee. and it just comes up, and like everyone in there is just shades of gray and green, just like, oh my God, why did I pick this major? And there's this old dead lady that they've shaved, or all the hair has fallen off of this lady. Everything, if you can imagine, was saggy before it was in there for 10 years. And then now it's just like saggy and formaldehyde soaked. Nastiest thing I've ever seen. And then he just keeps, they had sectioned her. Dude, the faculty
what does that mean?
who dissected her, they sectioned her. So there's like different planes that you're supposed to cut cadavers in so that you can see things. So, and it's also like in medicine, like how you describe, oh, this is on this side of this, it's lateral of this, or it's, like it's inside of this. You use these terms to say it. They had cut her in these ways, and she had been in these ways. And so they would just be like, here's this part of her skull. Who wants to hold her brain? Nobody. Like, we're just like, done. We didn't want to be
not
there.
It.
No.
Put your thumb
heart.
on your
Do you
forehead and just yell,
it?
not it.
Not just that, but like pieces were falling off. Like it
like
was
chunks
over. It was over. She had been in this formaldehyde way too long. And so like anything he pulled up, there'd be pieces coming apart. It was like she was flaking apart. And you were just like, and some people were brave. They were like, yeah, I'll hold it. But it smelled awful. It's like still one of the worst smells. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 12 years, and I've smelled like some funky, festering, like maggot-filled wounds, and it doesn't compare to that. So that was Edna. And then they put her back, and then eventually they kept saying they were going to send her off to be cremated.
Joe and Reese, bigger than Blue Drop.
Since you're drinking beer, you were like, I'm not going to drink anymore for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of my inventory.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good plan.
Because if you're like, nah, I'm not going to drink for a while, but you got it around the house, it's just taking up space. So you might as well
get skunky. Kids might get into it. Yeah, you got to do it.
You might as well. So
might as well. Well, let me go get some booze.
Okay, do it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Check. So this is loud for me, and this is my what? This is my headphone volume. Boom. And then this, I want to do this, my gain, I don't need it to be that high. I'll do it about there. Check. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. So you guys, you can hear Reese singing opera in the background. He's good at it too. I'll give him that. He's good at it. I'll give him that. You guys, I will give him that.
Okay.
All right. Wearing
Have
a
you ever-
5-iron sweatshirt.
That was free, and this same shirt,
From last
which you're
time.
like, from last time,
You're
I
like,
have
oh,
not
it's
washed
gray.
it.
No, it's not gray. It's olive
Still wearing
drab.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Have you ever burped and then you go straight into singing opera? Like you're just like burp, and then you're like, Ave and then it
I
just
want to
comes
say
out.
yeah. I want to say yeah. I
think
want to
that's
say
the
that
way-
people do
way
that
to do
more than they don't. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. I mean, you're around a lot of people often, and I
Yeah.
don't. I'm trapped in this room 100 hours a day.
If my math serves me right, 100 hours of each day, you're in the room, you're burping, you're singing Ave Maria, various other songs off the Sound of Life, Sound of Music soundtrack.
If I get another burp coming up, I'm gonna back off the mic and then I'm gonna just let it rip and then
Hit
and
it
then
hard.
you're gonna Harvey. It'll just it's too
But
much
it's
right
the
now.
it's that next note that gets them.
I can't. I
Yeah.
gotta burp. It's just not natural. It doesn't open up enough. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Golly.
Dante's getting all this. Nut Allergy's getting all this. And this is what the people are paying premium prices for.
Premium. We here at the Pickle and Boot Shop would like to celebrate our 2 interns. Dante, who we sometimes call Nut Allergy because he has a serious nut allergy, and that's not something that needs to be joked about. But it is funny still to call him Nut Allergy.
Correct. It's great to just label people by their disadvantages.
Yes, and it really is making fun of yourself more
Yeah.
than that
So if
person
people
or
just
their
called me
disadvantage.
Micro,
Yeah.
people were like, "Hey, Micro," and I'd be like, "Oh, what? What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Believe me, we've seen the pictures. We got into so and so's phone and saw the pictures, and and I was just known as Micro." I'd be like, "Are you talking Bruise, like Micro Bruise?" And they're like, "No, just don't worry about it, Micro." And I'd be like, "What are you? That's
Worry about
weird."
it.
Yeah. So I do like to pick out the disadvantages of people and then call them by that. I think that's
it really is a good plan.
it's the humanitarian thing to do. It really
You're a
is.
humane person, Joe.
You know what? I've been told that. Multiple times by people I respect, and
That's
I
good.
just I go with that and I seize upon it.
Seize upon it. Get T-shirts made. Say
And when
I'm
I
a
say seize, I
humanitarian.
mean seizure. Like when they tell me that I'm a humanitarian, I immediately seize.
Yeah.
And people have to grab my tongue or have
Hey,
me
like, don't bite the
a piece
tongue.
of leather.
That used to be the thing, and now they're just like, you'll get your fingers bit off.
Yeah,
just
they're
let
like,
the
just
guy
don't-
bite his tongue off. They can reattach it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Hey, Clark, he's just hacking on a bone. Best to just let him
Oh.
finish.
Oh
That's
my
what you,
gosh.
that's what you, isn't that what you do? You're a nurse. What do you do when
Yeah.
someone's seizing? You just let them go.
You let them go, and after 5 minutes, you try and give them Ativan.
Ativan? What's Ativan?
Yeah, it is. It's like a newer benzodiazepine. It's like Valium. But
See, the thing
newer.
is, with the 5-iron fans, every single one of them knows exactly what you're talking about because they're all doctors and physicists,
or they have seizures.
or they have seizures. Insiders fans just heard that sentence and were like, "This is over my head. I'm going to the Supertones podcast."
I'm gonna get some Fago and head on down to Supertones.
Oh, Fago Rock and Rye, get out of town.
Yeah. What are the Supertones making a podcast now?
Are they?
Serious? Because I think is that what you just said? They're gonna leave because they're copying us. Number one.
Well, that's
Number two.
all the Supertones ever did. Their Adventures of the OC Supertones. That whole album was just stealing our demos and reworking them.
Yeah. Did I ever tell
Especially-
you?
No, go on.
Oh no, I interrupted you. You go ahead.
I had nothing good to say. What I was going to say would have been half lie.
I was going to tell you about the time they left me at a rest stop and I was in my pajamas, but I'll save that for another podcast.
I don't think you should. I think you should hit the people with it now for paying for this content.
I wasn't done talking about our other intern, which is just
Oh, yes. So save
intern
that for the other.
emeritus. He's not really an intern, but he is emeritus, and we hope that someday he'll be on the show. But his name is Brandon Ebel, and
Yeah.
he's a great guy. But
Great
I don't-
guy. Runs a
I don't know if he
shoddy
wants
little
this.
runs a shoddy little record outfit out of Seattle.
Out of Seattle, that's on Capitol Records.
Yeah. And
Small.
the thing that I like about Brandon and the hard work that he puts in on this show is that he doesn't know that he's doing it.
He doesn't. It just comes so naturally.
It's zero clue that he's one of our interns.
Yeah, he doesn't even
know.
doesn't even remember it half the time.
Like
If you asked him, say his name is in your phone and you're like, push the button that says Brandon Ebel. I think that's how you call people. Push a button.
Ish.
Or a picture of his face.
Yep.
That's how my phone works. And then you're like, hey, dude, what's up? I heard the podcast you've been editing. He will not remember.
Not even editing. Just I hear the podcast that you're interning. And he'll interning for. And he'll be like, what? And you know how he is. He always plays coy. He's so humble. He'll be like, what are you talking about? And be like, ha, ha, ha. You know, like when you donate dozens of dollars to like cancer research and people are like, oh my gosh, you're such a humanitarian. Like, you're such a good guy. And you're like, oh, no big deal. NBD. I don't know what you're talking about. Right.
Yeah.
On the GoFundMe, when someone needs to raise $100,000 and you contribute $3 and then you do it private, like you don't want your name on there as public because you're humble. You know what I mean?
Because your treasures are in heaven.
Exactly. So that's what Brandon Ebel does. He doesn't even know he's our first intern on this show.
He's like, I didn't even know I got cell service out here in the middle of the Pacific on my
Tacoma.
Yacht. But
I'm halfway between Tacoma and Olympia.
I don't even know. I was passed out on the deck somewhere. Thanks. I was getting sunburned.
Yeah.
Thanks for waking me up.
Thanks for waking me up.
Saved me again. Treasures in heaven.
Because the volcano in Washington didn't do it. What was that? Vesuvius? What's the volcano in
Mount Rainier?
Mount Rainier exploded in the 80s and covered.
Oh, that was Mount St. Helens.
Mount St. Helens. There you go.
Yeah,
Mount St. Helens blew up.
It did.
That's something that fascinates me. When the insiders first went to Washington, we heard from people that as you drive through that mountain range, you'll see like thick, lush, wooded areas. And then if you're like on the highway and you're driving, you see these thick, lush areas. And then all of a sudden you see like a big patch of trees, like a clearing missing. That's where like crap hit and like knocked everything out there. Yeah. And still to this day, like the lakes like have trees, you know, underwater that were just like all taken out.
Sorry, Joe. I had a belch and it hit me.
I know you did. I saw it coming, this is what people pay for. This is that $5. If that's not worth $5 a month, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I think it's worth 10.
It is. It is.
Just saying.
We do have double daring.
We do have a $10 Patreon, by the way.
Yep. And if they sign up for the $10 Patreon, here's the thing. We're trying to sell these people right now. What they're listening to, they've already bought. We don't need to sell them on anymore.
Right.
We need to save this for another episode.
Right.
Tell the people that aren't paying. Guys, we want to be able to quit our jobs. We want to be able to do this quarter time and get paid like we're working full time.
That's the goal. That is the goal. So, do you remember when Mount St. Helens blew up? Though, were you alive?
Yeah. I was a kid in elementary school. What year? Hey Siri.
What year?
What year did Mount St. Helens explode?
1981.
Was it?
Here's what I found from encyclopedia.com. Mount St. Helens, located in southwestern Washington state in the Cascade Mountain Range, erupted on May 18th, 1980.
Oh, you were a year off.
So close.
I was 3 years old.
Jeez.
I was 3 years old, but I remember it. And I don't know if I remember it maybe because I thought it happened when I was in third grade, which would have been like 1985. But maybe like my teacher just did like a really good presentation on it. So that's when I thought it happened.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have been able to. I mean, I was 3 when in 1980.
Yeah. Did you have like a fine dusting of ash all over everything outside in Michigan?
No,
No.
nothing that I ever heard from anybody. I think in our studies and whenever like that, like geographical stuff comes up, that is one thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to science, like I love geography, I love capitals, I love states, I love weather, I like all that stuff.
Mhm.
And so I think in my looking up Mount St. Helens exploding, like from Michigan, the only thing we get is the sunsets. So like
Okay.
our sunsets are different because looking through everything that goes up into the atmosphere to the west, it changed our sunsets for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember the sunsets.
I think you're hearing my sister and my brother-in-law like screaming like humorously at each other in the background.
Oh, they're not yelling at each other. They're like, "Go Pistons."
Yeah, they might be yelling at each other, but it might there's one of two things are either going to happen. We're either hearing the pre-murder argument or the yelling at each other for fun, and then they like laugh, but then we don't hear the laughing part. So one of those two is going to happen. But go back to what you were saying about sunsets in the atmosphere.
Both are good. No, that's the one thing I remember is they're like it blew up. Man, I just burped twice and I wasted it. I could have been singing operatically.
Pavarotti.
I'm going to do Climb Every Mountain next time. Okay, it's going to be do you want soprano or high tenor?
High tenor.
Okay. I'll do that. And no, but where I lived in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and I remember it was surreal because you went outside and it wasn't like the pictures of Mount St. Helens where everything was just ash, but you were like, why is everything gray? There was enough ash over everything that you're like, this is crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah,
from like states away, because that's I mean, you figure between Washington and Colorado, even in Steamboat Springs, wherever you were, I mean, you figure again, I like to say I'm a state guy, so you got what? Oregon, Idaho, Nevada between you guys?
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit. I would think the weather patterns would have taken it like towards like Montana, not like down towards you, but
yeah, it was pretty big. It
was real big. Same thing with like Chernobyl. Like when you see like the Chernobyl, did you watch that on HBO?
No, it's on my list.
Oh, do you have HBO?
I do not. So that's also on my list.
I'll give you my password. I'll give you my thing, man. You got to watch it. Yeah, no.
This podcast is huge. They're probably tuning in, Joe.
Yeah, HBO is like, should we pull them on? Should we put them on us or what?
I thought these guys were Christians.
Right. They're sharing passwords. Hey, stop sharing your passwords. That's private. That's my Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart. He is the president of HBO.
Hey.
Jojo's pedals. That's pretty good. You've got it good. I like
every time. Hey. I always have to start it with hey. That's how I get into character.
Do you talk about Zuzu's pedals?
No, not usually. Hey, every time.
Mr. Old Man Potter.
Every time a mullet's fluffed, an angel gets a denim jacket.
This is my problem is I want to be a guy that does impressions, but all I can do are Jim Henson voices because I basically inherited his voice. Well, hey, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, I can do Kermit. Hi ho, everybody. Hello, Piggy. And then the ones that I always do with my kids, I'll do the Mickey, but I'll do like the Mickey Mouse who's like, grown up and like pissed off being like the corporate guy. So he's like, let me do my Mickey. Oh boy, everybody, tell your parents to buy an $8 balloon. Like that type of stuff.
That's really good, Joe.
So. Yeah.
Bring this back. This needs to infiltrate the podcast all the time.
with the voices.
The Pickle
I-
and Boot Shop. Bring it on down to the shop. Pickle and
Yeah,
Boot Shop.
but again, HBO should be picking us up. Like this should be fine tuned for HBO programming. I mean,
Yeah.
they would have the niche of Christian ska nostalgia. I mean, that's what, dozens of viewers a week?
Dozens. Yeah.
Dozens. Kind of like your
Dozens.
cousin.
Cousin.
Like if your cousin comes
Hi.
over to the house.
You got a cousin?
All right, didn't you say you done got a cousin going in there?
Y'all ever been to Arkansas? I
Your
got a cousin.
is your sister, but she's still your mama. Arkansas people, my family's from Arkansas. So if you're in Arkansas and you're listening to the Pickle and Boot Shop, now mind you, again, you guys, if you were listening to the earlier part of the show, this isn't a podcast. This is a diabolical brainwashing machine. So this is the
Right.
Pickle and Boot Shop diabolical brainwashing machine. Don't come around here and podcast. Everybody has a podcast. I have a podcast. This is a diabolical brainwashing machine.
It's true.
And we only use Tide
Um,
Pods.
It's also true. Sometimes I lay them out. I just spread them out on my desk here while I'm podcasting, right next to my pile of fruit gushers. And this in no way is dangerous because I'm totally aware.
Fact.
These are the
Scientific
Tide
fact.
Pods. This is my stash of gushers. Not getting confused. Everything's fine. Treasures are in heaven.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
say to myself a lot.
And why not? Why not pat yourself on the back? You know what I mean?
Why not?
Why
Why
do
not?
other people have to do it? We can say that
If
to
you-
ourselves.
If you do it in quiet, are your treasures still in heaven? Like you're talking to yourself, like, man, y'all are pretty good at not eating them Tide Pods. But no one hears it.
Did it happen?
Still,
Did it
Yeah.
happen?
I mean, Jesus heard it. It's still in heaven. Your treasures are still up there.
He is 51% of getting in. You know what I mean? Like you can,
51%.
like
That's-
he's the
That's the
majority.
Bible.
Yeah,
He is
he's
the
kind of the
majority.
majority.
51%.
You could take it right up to that 49. Like I think I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's still he has the final say.
Yeah. You're like Gary Coleman is up there. Gary Oldman. He's
Yep.
prematurely up there. Sometimes
Yep.
he
Brian
is up there.
Bosworth.
Brian Bosworth is up there. Brian
Mhm.
Dennehy. And they're
Mhm.
voting Jesus main vote.
Correct. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Man.
You could bring a crew to the Golden Gates, those pearly gates. You could
Uh-huh.
you could be rolling deep. 51% still Jesus.
Right.
You could have apostles. You could whisper through the gates, like to whoever's on the other side, like, hey, come to the gate. Hey, Peter, meet me at the front gate. Meet me at the gate.
Give
And
me
then
a
he
dude.
gets up there. And then you got Brian Bosworth. You got Gary Coleman. You got
Carol Channing.
Carol
We forgot about
Channing.
Carol Channing.
Carol Burnett.
All
You
the
got
Carols.
you got Johnny Carson. All these people on your side. You have Peter. I don't know Peter's last name in the Bible. I think it was Dennehy.
Peter
possibly.
Dennehy.
I think, and so I
We
was
just
reading-
lost all the Catholics.
I was reading a concordance, and I think it's either Dennehy or Saravino.
Oh,
And-
man.
And you could have all of them. And when Jesus comes out and puts his thumb to the side and you're waiting for him to go up or down, you could have all these people like, yes, 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 do it. Yeah. And then 51%.
51% is old JC. Has nothing to do with your relationship with Brian Dennehy
Mm-mm.
at all.
Mm-mm. Zero. Well, you
Yeah.
guys, for those of you that are Patreon subscribers, this is coming to the end of this episode. Stay tuned. We will have what is it? It's going to be the fourth one coming out next. This is number 3. So you
That's
guys,
what happens.
Yeah.
If you guys
After
keep
you
us
have a
going,
number one
there
and
will
a
be a
number
fourth
2.
one.
Yeah. After you've number
Yeah.
1 to number 2, you number 3. And so
And
tell people about this. Tell other,
Warn them.
computer geeks. Yeah, warn them. Say, don't listen to this, you guys. Mind you, we're being broadcasted. Little known fact. Can you hear me? Because
I can still hear you.
what I'm about to say needs to be kept in secret. And for our Patreon listeners, you guys, we are two Christian ska frontmen that run the Pickle and Boot Shop diabolical brainwashing machine. And the podcasting network that we're a part of, Rock Candy, isn't it Rock Candy?
It is.
It is a satanic podcasting network.
This is true.
They are in bed with the devil. And somehow, I don't know if that's good or bad for us, but we're in with the satanic thing. We're not. We're like we're trying to bring the light to this network. But they do this. They do a satanic podcast on the side.
It is a very dim light. But it's there.
It's there.
We snuck in. We were doing yoga, all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
But gained their acceptance.
Our light is as bright as a glow-in-the-dark shirt.
Uh-huh.
But it glows in the dark nonetheless.
I'm not hiding it under any bushels. I almost said bushels.
Bushels. They're
I'm not
right
doing that either.
Bushels, I think, are on a car. They're located next to the muffler bearings.
I'm not doing it. I'm not hiding it under those things because it would take a lot.
So
Or a bushel.
you guys, we're signing out. We can't talk too loud because the devil himself may hear us and know that we're making fun of the satanic podcasting network called Rock Candy. But all is well. We high-five those guys in the hallway. We're here in this big old building that they were able to afford, and we're in here with all this amazing equipment because someone sold their soul. Not us, guys, not us. But someone
I don't
did.
know. You can hear it. You can hear the difference.
hear
Our
it down the hall.
microphones are better.
Dude, I came into the studio today. We're just walking down the hall. No big deal. I'm like, what the heck is that? I look down. Guess who's on my shoes?
What?
Blood.
Wow. Wow.
Blood was on my shoes. I think there was some sort of sacrifice in one of the other studios. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Really good.
So
This is what you're supporting, people.
Yeah.
Please
so
continue to
as
do
we
so.
move forward, consider us the moles, the Christian moles within. See, normally people try and knock Christians down. What we're going to do, we're going to infiltrate you guys. We're going to infiltrate this satanic podcasting network, and we're going to give you updates, and we're going to try and crumble it from the inside. That's what we're doing.
And I know a lot of you have been upset at some of the things that Joe and I have said. You've been worried about our Christianity, our relationship with Jesus Christ. Just know we're getting on the inside. We sometimes will slip up.
It's like an undercover cop who's trying to bring down a massage parlor. Sometimes you got to get a little "Who's your father" to put that person in cuffs.
Right. So sometimes you have to let bad stories out about how you were abused by the Supertones or Gumshoe Records.
Yeah,
it happens.
all the
it just
above.
comes across. Sometimes it comes out. You talk about horrible things, yard of beef, micropenis. These
All
things.
that stuff.
Just let us do it, guys. Just keep listening.
Just keep listening. Let us do it. We will bring it down. Our goal is by 2022 we'll have brought Satan down. Well, at least not.
2022.
By 2022, we're going to say this. By 2022, the Pickle and Boot Shop diabolical brainwashing machine will have knocked Satan down a couple of pegs.
He's at least going to get a 2 on his yearly performance review.
Yeah, because
Now,
apparently
number
if we're
3.
in bed with the satanic church, then you know what, Satan, you're going to get knocked down a few pegs.
Yeah. Mark our words.
There you go, you guys. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you.
Okay.